In the continuation of the previous tutorial, we can also work out the chemical formula of ionic compounds. We can figure it out using some rules. And there is a rule you need to know is that ionic compounds always have a neutral charge. This means a charge of 0. So for example, lithium fluoride is an ionic compound. So we will have a charge of 0. But we know lithium is in group 1 and the fluoride ion is in group 7. So lithium always forms an ion of +1 and fluorine always forms an ion of -1. So we can see how one lithium ion +1 and one fluoride ion -1, they can cancel each other out to have a charge of 0. So the chemical formula of lithium fluoride is LiF. In the next example, we have magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is an ionic compound, and we know all ionic compounds have a neutral charge. But what is the chemical formula of magnesium oxide? Well, magnesium is in group 2, and the oxygen is in group 6. So we know magnesium will always form an ion of Mg2+, and the oxygen will form an ion which is O2-. We can see the 2+ and the 2-, they cancel each other out, so the chemical formula is MgO. Let's try together the following ionic compound, aluminium phosphide. We know aluminium is in group 3, and we know that phosphide is in group 5. So aluminium will give the ion Al3+, and phosphide will give the ion P3-. The ion Al3+ and the ion P3-, they cancel their charges out, and they will give us the neutral ionic compound, which is Alp. Remember again here that ionic compounds, they have neutral charge, which means they have a 0 charge. Let's look to another examples. We have here sodium oxide. We know that sodium is found in group 1, and oxide which is oxygen, is found in group 6. So sodium will always form an ion with a charge of 1+, which is Na+, and oxygen will always form an ion with a charge with 2-, which is O2-. So when we draw the sodium ion and the oxide ion, one sodium ion has a charge of 1+, and the oxide ion has a charge of 2-. So 1+ and 2- equals to 1-. Therefore, we need 2 sodium ions to balance out 1 oxide ion. Therefore, the chemical formula of sodium oxide is Na2O. Now, let's go to another example, magnesium chloride. We know magnesium is in group 2 and chloride is in group 7. The answers will follow here. Since magnesium is in group 2, it will give the ion Mg2+, and chloride will give the ion Cl-. Mg will give the following ion Mg2+, and Cl- will give the ion Cl-. +2 minus 1 will give us +1. So we need another Cl in order to cancel the 2 positive charge carried by the Mg. That's why we need 2 Cl. So the chemical formula of magnesium chloride is MgCl2. Another example, we have aluminium fluoride. Aluminium is in group 3 and fluoride is in group 7. Aluminium will give the ion Al3+, and fluoride will give the ion F-. Al3+ will give the following ion, Al3+, and fluoride will give the F-. Now, if we're gonna add the charges, +3 from the aluminium minus 1 from the fluoride, it will give us +2. So we need 2 more fluoride ions in order to cancel the aluminium 3+ ion. So we add 2 more fluoride ions. Now they can cancel each other equally. So the chemical formula of aluminium fluoride is AlF3.